Perhaps the bitterest of rivals in all of Philippine collegiate basketball. The Ateneo de Manila University and De La Salle University are also two of the finest academic institutions in the land. Rich in history and tradition, these two world-class universities have often found themselves trying to surpass each other in every possible field. But at no time nor place does the rivalry draw more drama and excitement than when they face one another on the hardwood floor. On that sunny Friday afternoon in October, the Ateneo de Manila and De La Salle would once again renew their storied rivalry and clash for another collegiate basketball crown. Prior to that eventful meeting, the Blue Eagles and Green Archers last faced each other for the title nearly 30 years earlier, when both were part of the NCAA. The Rizal Coliseum was packed to the rafters as battalions of supporters in blue and green came to witness the UAAP history unfold before their very eyes. When the smoke cleared and the final buzzer sounded, it was the Eagles who emerged on top once more, 76-70. Both teams looked forward to battling for the crown the following year. Little did they know that it would take some time before that would happen again. And now, a new generation of hardcourt heroes have emerged to lead their beloved alma maters to the promised land. More agile and athletic, stronger and tougher, these Cagers will scratch and claw for loose balls, push and shove for each rebound, and dash for every fast break opportunity. They will leave no stone unturned in their pursuit of basketball supremacy. Bang Bang Renren Ritualo, the finest gunslinger in all of amateur basketball, will come firing away from all angles. Feel the need for speed? Then Cool Cat Cortez and L.A. Tenorio will turn on their afterburners and leave you in the dust. What power personified? Twin Towers and Vico Villanueva and Rich Alvarez will give you all that you can handle. Are you ready for some 21st century college basketball? The battle of all battles. It's the De La Salle Green Archers against the Ateneo Blue Eagles in Game 1 of the 2001 UAAP Finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Ateneo Coliseum. Before the much-awaited game number 1 of the UAAP 2001 Finals, we'd like to pay special tribute to the players who tangled 13 years ago in the UAAP 88 Finals. Let's begin with the runners-up last year, the De La Salle Green Archers of 88. Starting off with Richard Del Rosario, Rafa Tinlasan, Ricky Blackman, assistant coach of De La Salle this year, G. Abanilla, Teddy Monasterio, Jonadel Cardell, June Lim Put, Jonas Mariano, Clinton Lim, Eddie Villaplana, George Peralta, Joey Santamaria, Dong Vergere, Eric Afable, and Dindo Pumares. The head coach of De La Salle 1988, Derek Pumares. And now the champions of 1988, the Ateneo Blue Eagles! Starting off with Enriquito Santiago. Assistant coach of Ateneo this year, Jean Luis Afable. Alex Araneta. Remil Plaza. Joseph Conlas. From ABS-CBN, Danny Francisco. J.B. Galloso. Jose Miguel Hapana. Albert Mendoza. Raymond Morales. Joseph Kenneth Nieto. Enrique Reyes. Roderick Rastella. And the star of that year, June Reyes. Head coach for Ateneo 1988, Rick Gaston. Ladies and gentlemen, we're asking both teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, very familiar faces from 1988 all the way up to now. These are the two teams that faced each other 13 years ago to battle for the championship. It was Ateneo 13 years ago. Who will it be in 2001? We'll have this year's lineups after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum, for the biggest rivalry in Philippine sports. Getting even bigger as these two schools clash in Game 1 of the best-of-3 Dream Finals for your Season 64 UAAP. Please welcome the entire roster of the team ranked number 2 in the eliminations and rearing for a UAAP crown for the last 13 years.
Roster
from Loyola
of Ateneo.
City, the blue and the white.
Just like they announced the whole roster of the 88 team, in which my partner Danny Francisco was a part of. Did that bring back memories, partner?
It did do that. I'm sure a lot of fans could clearly remember that game, but this is a different ball game. Players have become stronger. The basketball as a game has really evolved into something very scientific.
We've been announcing that's Joy Del Rosario from the Ateneo High School, along with Eric Yao from Xavier. And, that's Alfred Antonio coming from Brent High School. Some of these players are not that familiar with a lot of the fans because they haven't played a lot. That's Paulo Bugia. He does get a lot of playing time. Larry Punacher, MVP of the high school, also being introduced. Rainier Sison, also from the Ateneo High School. L.A. Tenorio from San Beda High School. The starting five now being announced. Andrew Cruz, he is a Philam from the States. Altan Chi from Faith Academy. Agno Membrere, the small forward, will start it off, also from San Beda. From the Ateneo High School, Enrico Villanueva, an MVP during his juniors days. And from Kinnick High School in Japan, Richie Alvarez, the power forward starter for the Blue Eagles. There's the head coach, Jolipa, UP alumnus, steering this Ateneo team to the final stint here in 2001. So now the lineup for the Green Archers, the defending champions, and the #1 team during the eliminations.
Xers. At forward number 20, Christian Capato. Guard number 15, Oscar Kundi.
Kundi, Higgs Gozum, one of the Phil-Amps for LaSalle. Actually, LaSalle does have a lot of Phil-Amps in their lineup. That's Arejola from De La Salle Zobel. Villanueva from San Agustin. This is Joseph Yo from Xavier High School. That's Mika Baino. He's from LaSalle Green Hills. And the next one right there, Gavino, Michael Gavino, also from Green Hills. That's Carlos Sharma from the NCAA. I believe it's Mapua. Willie Wilson, one of the Phil-Amps, once again for the Green Archers, winning the 6th Man Award, voted on by the press, the UAAP press corps. Annie Ramos, also from the US, a Phil-Amp from LaSalle. Adonis Santa Maria. Mike Cortez from Carson High School, same high school as Mark Cardona. And there's Mark Cardona winning Rookie of the Year according to the UAAP press corps. And to round it off, Renren Netualo from San Beda High School. There's the head coach. He's won 3 straight championships with the Green Archers ever since he started coaching for LaSalle. He has won. Franz Pumaren. So the lineups are set. All the pre-game rituals are done. All we need is the opening tip-off here at the Araneta Coliseum. It's Ateneo versus LaSalle. One of the biggest rivalries in the Philippines. Game 1 of the UAAP Finals. And my partner right here still reminiscing the days when he played in the late 80s.
I'm just giving you the drama of a new rivalry, Jude. And remember this, a best of 3. Game 1, also important game 1, because you can dictate the series, considering that it is a very short series. Jude, we're ready for this game.
The Araneta is back. No more parking spaces in the Cubao area. And all 5 starters for both squads ready to go. It's game time. And Ateneo gets first possession. Tanchi ahead to Alvarez. Richie Alvarez out to Tanchi, 17 feet out. That's short. Battle for the rebound, and there's a whistle.
Early foul given up to Paul Tanchi. That's going to be his first against Mike Cortez. Well, this early we can look at the matchups. Again, Rich Alvarez picking up on Renner Detualo. This is a very strong lineup for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Detualo left open for 3. In and out. And Membrete gets the rebound. Here come the Blue Eagles. Membrete, stutter step move, tipped away by Detualo. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Ateneo will inbound. Nagdo Membrete, the hero of that game against FEU in the Final Four matchup, hitting 2 straight 3-pointers to put him in the lead. He gives to Alvarez inside to Villanueva against Ramos. Villanueva double team. The pass to Alvarez, gets a bump, gets the 2 points.
The first 2 points courtesy of Rich Alvarez for the Blue Eagles. Rich Alvarez will have to get offensive-minded, and at the same time, he's got to play tough defense against Renan Itualo. But this time, notice LaSalle really trying to swing the ball around.
Cardona, the dish to Santa Maria. He missed the layup. The pass or the tip outside for Itualo. Dribble drive, hesitation move, still not there. Battle for the loose ball. Alvarez has it, tipped away to Cardona. The half hook, in and out. Alvarez finally gets the rebound and keeps his footing. Cruz ahead to Villanueva. Villanueva, dribble drive on the baseline, bounces out. And Santa Maria, no, it's Cardona with the rebound. Cortez surveys the court. Hesitation move out to Itualo. Thought about the 3. Dribble drive. Shoots the 3 anyway. Kaboom! Renan Itualo hits the first 3-pointer of the ball game. Let's go over to George Rocha for a Gen Text update.
Thank you so much, Jude. Well, in the dugout before the guys came out on court for this game 1 of the finals, inspirational words were given by a team consultant, Derek Pumaran, telling them that they have been here before, and if they play the kind of game that they've been playing for a while, there is no reason that they will not be able to win this one. And to add to that, Coach Franz told them that intimidation is the key for success in this ball game, and they have to show the Blue Eagles that they are going to be playing their own aggressive game today. And despite the absence of PJ Manalo in this ball game, the team knows that he is behind them all the way. Jude and Danny, back to you.
Thank you very much, George. And Coach Franz Pumaran wanted to play some mind games, trying to intimidate the Blue Eagles, and he has reason to because he blew them out the first 2 games of the season.
You know, one thing good about that report is that, yes, this is a game not only on the physical level, but also on the mental level. LaSalle, knowing fully well that they have won the regular season games against the Ateneo Blue Eagles, they have to keep their composure despite the absence of PJ Manalo.
Andrew Cruz getting a nice dish from Villanueva. Backs it in. Ateneo takes a 1-point lead. 4-3 is our score. Inside to Ramos. Drives against Villanueva. The spin move. Double team. Shoots and gets the 2 points.
Well, LaSalle fighting from all ends. Manny Ramos getting the 2 points. Remember the 3-point basket of Renren Mitualo. Very dangerous if Renren starts the ball game with a 3-point basket. Ateneo will have to run their offense very well because LaSalle, look at the defense of LaSalle. They're just clogging the middle lane or the shaded area.
Tanchi misses the drive as Alvarez, I believe, will be called for the over-the-back foul off that rebound.
You know, I was very fortunate to watch both games during the regular season, Jude, and my concern right now for Ateneo is that if they begin to hit from the outside, things will open up inside in terms of the defensive stance put up by the De La Salle Green Archers. But apparently, LaSalle, knowing fully well that Ateneo does not love to shoot from the outside at the start of every ball game, they're clogging the shaded area, and so far they've been successful.
Well, we've heard from George, but we'll hear from Patty after this play. Membrete barrels into Cortez, and it's a blocking foul. He's got a 3-point play opportunity. Let's go over to Patty Laurel for a Gen Text update.
Thanks, guys. This is definitely a crucial game. As you can see, they're wearing a different uniform. They're wearing the 1988 uniform design. 1988 is a crucial year for the Atenistas because that was the last time that they made it to the finals, and that was the last time they were champions. So the 2001 Blue Eagles are hoping to regain the same pride and to make a mark in history. They want to make the game simple, where there's no publicity hype, no pressure, no heavy rivalry. They just want to keep the game simple, where they just play for love of basketball and love to school. Back to you, Jude and Danny.
Thanks, Patty. So Ateneo trying to get a little bit of history. Mitualo fades away from the 3-point area. Tough shot. Tanchi with a long rebound. Tanchi, cross-court, throws inside to Villanueva. He goes in the lane. Alvarez, 17 feet. That's long. And a rebound to Mike Cortez, who has not gone out of the ball game yet, in spite of 2 personal fouls. Cortez stops and pops. In and out. Alvarez, an emphatic rebound.
Well, both teams just allowing each other one chance at the basket. You know, it all boils down to simple execution of the game plan for both coaches.
Alvarez, a little bit wild there. 10 on the shot clock. Villanueva ahead to Andrew Cruz, who steps out of bounds. So the pass by Villanueva, too strong.
You don't want Villanueva to be playing out of his position, Jude. You don't want those passes down low because those are very dangerous passes that they have.
Here's a Smart Z steal for Ateneo. The power to live the life you choose. Smart Z your cell phone now. Mitualo will inbound. Ateneo will have some token pressure defense here in the backcourt. Willie Wilson, hounded by Tanchi. Tanchi has the quickness advantage, but Wilson has the size advantage. Outside to Cardona. Dribble drive, half hook, hook it.
You know, you don't want to leave Mark Cardona in an area where he can operate. You just don't want to leave him at that because he has a sure shot, especially with that one-hander.
Tanchi looking inside, finds Alvarez in the baseline. Alvarez makes his move against Santa Maria, hangs in the air, gets the 2 points. Richie Alvarez with 4 points, leads all scorers in the ballgame.
And if you notice, the points of Ateneo coming from the front line as compared to LaSalle. They're trying to use the perimeter, the LaSalle Green Archers.
Mark Cardona, this time it's an air ball, gets his own rebound, the shot blocked by Villanueva. Alvarez ahead to Tanchi. He pushes it up to Andrew Cruz. Cruz back to Alvarez, three-point area. That's not his spot. Tanchi fakes a three, dribble drive inside, blocked away from behind, but there's going to be a defensive foul.
Looks like the foul will be called against Wilson. That's going to be his first personal foul.
Here's our high endurance short shot brought to you by High Endurance Old Spice. Richie Alvarez gliding and hanging in the air.
You know, one good thing about this game, Jude, is that both teams are not lapsing into some serious number of turnovers. Both teams have settled down in this game. It's game one. There's a lot of pressure in it. And both teams know that they deserve to be in the championship. They're playing without any pressure at all.
Tanchi misses the first Gentex free throw. 1 out of 2 for Paul Tanchi. As Willie Wilson brings it up. So this is something that LaSalle will miss, especially with Cortez in foul trouble. It's Eugene Manalo who substitutes for Cortez. Santa Maria, 15 feet out. That's short. Wilson with the offensive rebound. The fadeaway step bounces out. Cardona with the rebound, and Ateneo unable to box out.
Well, sometimes you just don't know where Cardona will come from, and that's the kind of scrappy player that LaSalle has.
Alvarez misses the layup. And Santa Maria pushes it up to Cardona. Cardona ahead to Ramos. Ramos with the drive, bangs into Tanchi and commits the offensive foul.
Let's take a look at this one. Paul Tanchi establishing possession against Manny Ramos. He'll be called for a charging foul.
Well, 4 minutes, 26 left in the first quarter. 9-9 our score, all tied up. We've got a timeout.
Stay at the edge of your seats with ball-breaking basketball.
23's five-party anniversary on October 6th at the Power Plant Plaza, Rockwell Center, Makati. One wicked night of rave, hip-hop, chill-out, and world and rock. Be there. That's High Five Studio 23's 5th anniversary party. Membrere, crossover move against Itualo. Gets it out, stolen away by Cardona. Cardona will bring it up himself, gives to Wilson.
You know, to this advantage of the LaSalle Green Archers, you've got one big guy in Willie Wilson bringing the ball up. If he can just post Paul Tanchi, it's going to create a lot of mismatches. Here's a post move.
Wilson inside, and that's what you're talking about, but he missed the layup, but they are unable to box out the big men of LaSalle.
You know, I believe LaSalle has taken 2 offensive rebounds and putbacks, one by Cardona, the other one by Santa Maria. So the Blue Shirts will have to communicate to each other right now.
Here's Alvarez, bounces it inside to Villanueva, out to Membrere. This is Cruz, stops and pops on the dribble. That's an air ball for Andrew Cruz.
You know, LaSalle may want to challenge Ateneo to take the outside shot. Ateneo's not shooting well from the outside. Unlike LaSalle, they've shown that Renan and Itualo can hit from the outside, so they have to extend their defense out to Renan, but they're setting up Renan right now. Or is it Cardona?
Cardona draws the foul from Membrere. If you remember, Cardona had that one nice drive against Magnum Membrere. Let's go back to Patty Rauler for a Gentex update.
Thanks, guys. Coach Lipa in the bench of the Ateneo reminded the boys that it's important that we box out right now. He stressed that it's very important for us so that we could run the game properly, and it's also important that we get those rebounds. Back to you, Jude and Danny.
Mark Cardona is fouled by Andrew Cruz off that drive. It seems like he's getting by Magnum Membrere at will.
You know, not only that, if you notice Cardona, he may look like a slow player, but he just breezed through Magnum Membrere, forced the foul. He's going to go to shoot some free throws.
Mark Cardona will shoot free throws. L.A. Tenorio now in the ball game.
You know, going back to the report of Patty, it's very crucial for Ateneo to control the boards. Why? Because if they do not control the boards, they take away their ability to run the break. And that is what LaSalle wants. They want to slow down the pace of the game because LaSalle is more of a half-court set type of a team. However, if they can also run, they will run.
Mark Cardona. 2 for 2 on those Gentex free throws. Here comes the full court pressure of LaSalle. They get it across. Membrere back to Tenorio. Out to Andrew Cruz against Itualo. Villanueva makes his move against Ramos. The half hook, that's short. Ball tipped in the air. Loose. Tenorio has it. Tenorio. And he lifted his pivot foot before he made his move.
That's a good call made by the referee. It was clear before he could even dribble. He moved his pivot foot. So Ateneo now down by 4 points, 13-9, and LaSalle feeling comfortable. You know, they may have taken the game away from Renan Itualo, but then again, they're going to score. He's going to score his points. What's important is that the other players on the floor have managed to score as well.
That time, Itualo commits a turnover off that pass to Mark Cardona. And Ateneo, like you said, needing some perimeter offense in order to complement their strength, which is the big man in Villanueva and Alvarez.
And in the event that they begin to shoot from the outside, it is the job of Rich Alvarez and Enrico Villanueva to get those possible offensive rebounds.
Ateneo barely gets it across. Tenorio shoots a three-pointer. Kaboom! LA Tenorio hits the first three-pointer for Ateneo.
Things might just look good for the Ateneo with a three-point basket. Things might just open up in terms of the defensive end for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Well, this is a mismatch right here in terms of size. Tenorio against Wilson. Here's Vitualo against Cruz. Gets a screen from Ramos. Vitualo left open from the screen. The offensive rebound, Cardona. Dribble drive, half hook. Not there. Battle for the loose ball. He still has it, and he still doesn't make it. The tip still not there. Still loose. Vitualo has it. 10-footer. Not there. And finally, Villanueva gets the rebound.
There's a foul called against Santa Maria. But if we're just going to look at that particular play, it's going to be big problems for Coach Jolipa and his squad, allowing 4 offensive rebounds to the De La Salle Green Archers.
Well, a minute 43 left in the first. Another timeout. We'll be back.
Villanueva to shoot some free throws. You know, there's one aspect of the game of Rico Villanueva wherein he can improve on the free throws. It's going to be crucial, especially during this championship series.
Villanueva makes the first free throw so far during the season. He is a 50.8% free throw shooter, which is, like you said, something he needs to improve on.
And considering that he will get fouled every time he attacks the basket because of his height and the position, he's got to work on his free throws. He makes 2 out of 2, and now he's being replaced by Paulo Bugia.
Paulo Bugia from the Ateneo High School system as well. Willie Wilson brings it up against Andrew Cruz. Ateneo now a 1-point lead. Joseph Yo with the ball. Drives against Tenorio, loses control, but it was tipped away.
We're looking at a different lineup for the Green Archers. Santa Maria, Wilson, Ramos, Yo, and Wilson.
So a couple of rookies for LaSalle in the ball game in Cardona and Yo. Here's Cardona, nice crossover move, but lost control of the ball. Still loose, 7 on the shot clock. Ramos out, Tenorio steals the ball. 1-on-2 fast break. LA Tenorio, hesitation move. Gives it to Bugia, who stepped away, but a foul will be called on Yo.
At every opportunity, expect the Blue Eagles to run transition. Joseph Yo giving up his first personal foul against Paulo Bugia.
So a couple of free throws. Here's that Smart Set steal for LA Tenorio. The power to live the life you choose. Smart Set, your cell phone now. Paulo Bugia. Second free throw coming. There you see his averages. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's now a 3-point lead for Ateneo, and they have a full court pressure. Cardona beats it, gets it across, but loses control. Santa Maria has it. Double team, blocked from behind, but a foul will be called on Paulo Bugia.
Well, this time for the De La Salle Green Archers, I am feeling that without a possible threat from the outside, they may want to pound the inside, just like what Santa Maria did. Was able to fish for a foul against Paulo Bugia. Expect LaSalle to go down low at the post. Manny Ramos and Santa Maria can get their one-on-one moves against Paulo Bugia and Rich Alvarez.
Coming in the ball game is Larry Puenasher as Santa Maria misses his first Gentex free throw. Second one coming for Adonis Santa Maria. Starting center for the De La Salle Green Archers. The lead down to 2. Here's Tenorio getting it across against Yo. LA Tenorio still has it. Gets past Yo, goes all the way, bangs into somebody, no call. Rainier Season, dribble drive, the floater from the baseline, in and out. Battle for the loose ball, and Ramos has it. This is Cardona, the bounce to Santa Maria, barrels into Bugia, offensive foul on Adonis Santa Maria.
That's going to be 2 offensive fouls called against LaSalle in this quarter alone. One by Manny Ramos and one by Adonis Santa Maria. They may just want to stop on a dime to be able to set up their half-court set. But I'm very much concerned why Mark Cardona is the guy bringing the ball down. Probably Joseph Yo can bring the ball down for LaSalle, or even a Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson can create a lot of mismatches together with Yo being picked up by LA Tenorio, and let Mark Cardona work inside the shaded area.
Almost losing control, but does it himself. Ahead to Alvarez. You know, this is where, like we mentioned, BJ Manalo comes into play. Tenorio gets inside, but he missed the layup. But he has a tendency and a knack to find those holes through the interior defense of the opposing squad.
Coach Franz Pumarin bringing in Sharma to add some ceiling to the Green Archers.
Here's Cardona, gets a bump from Sison, and that will reset the shot clock. And Ateneo already in the penalty. So Mark Cardona will have a couple of more free throws. He leads all scorers in the ball game with 6 points.
You know, one thing also for Mark Cardona going into this game is that he's been very active even without the ball, Jude, and that's something that you'd like to have in a player. And that's the reason why Coach Franz Pumarin has maintained Mark Cardona on the floor. He connects on his first free throw. He just creates a lot of moves right now.
There's a fan of Mark Cardona. They lost one Mac in Mac Puan last year, but they regained another one in Mac Cardona. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bugia bounces it almost to nobody. Sees on the fadeaway from 3-point land, and he hits it as time expires in the first quarter. So with that shot, Ateneo a 4-point advantage over the defending champs, De La Salle Green Archers. First quarter is over, the second after these.
Mr. Rolly Cruz of the ABS-CBN broadcast group enjoying the game. LaSalle down by 4, 19-15. LaSalle will have to bring back Renan Itualo. They have to get Renan Itualo into scoring positions because his counterpart, Rainier Season, has matched the production of Renren.
Here's Monashare, out to Bugia. Bugia, top of the key, thought about taking the shot. Gives it inside to Villanueva against Gavino. Villanueva backs up Gavino. This is Bugia, 19 feet out. He made a few of those during their matchup against FAU, but that time a little bit awkward for Paulo Bugia.
You know, some numbers, Jude. LaSalle shooting only 24% from the field. That's way, way low than their 40-plus average as compared to Ateneo, 40%. And the number of rebounds, 18 against 9. LaSalle out-rebounding the Blue Eagles.
Wow, twice as much as Ateneo, but they're trailing this ball game so far. A lot of offensive boards for the Green Archers.
That's true. They got 8 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, and they managed to score 4 points.
Here's Bugia, the spin move against Gavino, out to Sison. Sison behind the back dribble, gets a screen from Villanueva, still nothing there. 7 on the shot clock. Cross-court, Tenorio, open for 3. Kaboom! LA Tenorio, his second 3-point shot of the ball game.
Well, LaSalle will have to extend their defense out, probably not play a floating man zone defense. They've got to stick to their men because Ateneo beginning to shoot from the outside.
Well, you know, Danny, this is what you were talking about. They need to open up the inside by shooting well from the perimeter, and that's what Ateneo so far has been doing, getting a couple from Tenorio and 1 from Sison.
You know, the other thing is that for LaSalle, they may want to get the ball down low to the post, but at the same time, they've got to set up Renan Itualo for possible outside shooting as well.
Here's Villanueva from the baseline, bounces out, tipped away, Sharma with a rebound. LaSalle trying to cut into this 7-point lead. Itualo spin move, Itualo hesitation move, double team, out to Wilson, stops, pops, and almost makes the shot, but drew the foul.
Bugia just bit into that fake by William Wilson. He will pick up his second personal foul. And if there's one player for the Green Archers whom I feel can score, it must have to be Willie Wilson. Remember, he has replaced Mike Cortez because of the 2 fouls that Cortez committed in the first quarter. Now you've got Willie Wilson. He has to be active. And when I say active, he's got the open lane down the middle. The smaller man is picking up on Willie Wilson. He may want to go for some one-on-one moves as we take a look at Mr. Bobong Velez also enjoying the game.
Willie Wilson, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. 22-16 our score. Bugia splits the defense, gets it across all the way, passes it out to Villanueva, who bobbles the ball out to Sison. Open for 3. Kaboom! Rainier Sison, number 2 in the ball game, number 4 for the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
And now they have a 9-point lead, 25-16. Arejola in the ball game for the Green Archers. They've got to set up Renan Eduardo. He cannot create the situation for himself.
Ritualo's pass stepped away. Tenorio with a steal. He's got Arejola to beat Tenorio. Stripped away, but he drew the foul.
Again, LaSalle will have to be fast on their feet because LA Tenorio has picked up 2 steals in this game.
The LaSalle Green Archers have called a timeout. Coach Fran's a little bit worried. We'll be back.
Keep tabs on the game.
Places later on. Get wired. Check out the official UAAP website, uaap.pinoycentral.com, or vote through text by sending UAAP poll to 2333 and join the weekly polls. This week's poll question: who will be the MVP of UAAP season 64? And the choices are Enrico Villanueva, Rich Alvarez, Leo Avenido, Raisal Castro, Renren Etualo, or Mike Cortez. Cast your votes now as LA Tenorio extends the Ateneo lead to 10. Now let's go over to George Rocha for a Gentext update from that timeout.
Thank you so much, Jude. In that last timeout, Coach Franz told them that they're giving away too many open shots to the Ateneo Blue Eagles. And so he asked them that once they push the ball, when they have the ball, to sprint back on defense and stay aggressive. Danny, you mentioned that they should stay on their man in this ball game. And that's exactly what Coach Franz said. And the last thing he said in that timeout was, we cannot make Sison take a shot. Jude and Danny, back to you.
Arejola, the no-look pass, arrives at right by George Rocha. I think George was wearing green as well, kaya akala siguro ni Arejola, she's part of the team.
You know, LaSalle should keep their head, and this time they want to apply a lot of pressure on the guards of Ateneo. Here's a double team.
Bonasier stops, another open shot. This one short, rebound Arejola. He pushes it up for LaSalle. Ritualo, way out there against Sison. Dribble drive inside from the baseline, fakes, fires, draws the foul.
You know, I was just about to say that Renan Eduardo will get his points, but they've got to set him up. They've got to set some hard picks, especially on Rainier Sison, who's picking up on Ritualo. Because what's happening right now is that they're giving the ball to Ritualo and letting Ritualo create for himself. You just don't want that in your shooter because he's just going to waste a lot of extra energy.
Especially with Renan, he's really used to coming off screens.
Yes.
And catch and shoot kind of scorer.
When Mike Cortez brought back into the game, as you just saw, Don Aliado, who now plays in the professional league. He came from the De La Salle University Green Archers.
He was MVP actually a few years back. Bonasier left the ground without knowing who to pass to. Got lucky. Sison all the way from Katipunan, short on the shot. Wilson pushes it up for LaSalle. Wilson hesitation move out to Cortez to a cutting Cardona for the bank shot.
And this is what you want, LaSalle going for their press. And every time they manage to get the defensive board, what happens right now, they may want to run, get a few points, put the pressure on Ateneo, because right now Ateneo is up by 8 points.
Villanueva forces a shot up, misses the shot. The lead is 8. LaSalle trying to cut into this lead. Ritualo, hesitation move, gets it inside to Cardona. Double team, blocked away. Tenorio has it. Foot races on against Cortez. Bounces it off his foot. Ball still loose. Villanueva passing it loose to Wilson. Here comes LaSalle. Wilson with the ball. Double team, out to Ritualo. Open for 3. Short. Villanueva tips it ahead to Tenorio. 3-on-2 fast break. Tenorio behind the back pass. Villanueva loses control. So sloppy play from both squads.
And this might favor the De La Salle Green Archers.
Ritualo loses it. Cortez hits the 2 points.
De La Salle very good at picking off turnovers coming from the Ateneo de Manila University, and they're making a run at this lead by Ateneo.
We've got another timeout. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Araneta. Here's that play as Mike Cortez cuts the lead to 2 points. That's a Smart Z assist from Renren Etuaro. This power to live the life you choose. Smart Z your cell phone now.
4-man substitution shoot for the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles.
Alvarez now with the ball. Bounces it to Tanchi. Double team. Membrere reaches for it. Dribble drive. Crossover to Villanueva. 2 on the shot clock. And he hits a 3-pointer. Enrico Villanueva. That is not in his usual arsenal of shots.
That's a surprise 3-pointer coming from Villanueva, and everybody's feeling good on the Ateneo bench. La Salle will really have to quicken up the pace just to apply a lot of pressure on Ateneo as Renren hits his own version of the 3-point shot.
Renren Etualo gets it back. We expect it from Renren, but not from Enrico. La Salle down by 6. 29-23 our score. Alvarez out to Tanchi on the right side. Tanchi still looking. Inside, tipped away. La Salle with a steal. Here comes Cortez. Cortez. Hesitation move, bumped by Alvarez. Second personal foul on Richie Alvarez.
And the third team foul of the Blue Eagles.
Here's that Smart Set steal by the Green Archers. The power to live the life you choose. Smart Set your cell phone now.
You know, this 6-point lead by Ateneo can easily vanish, especially when you've got Mike Cortez there together with Ritualo.
Well, and this guy right here, Cardona, crossover move. Inside to Sharma. Sharma, the short shot, cuts the lead to 4.
And again, the pressure is on for the La Salle Green Archers. Ateneo with that 4-man substitution. Question is, who do you go to in terms of your offense? Right now, La Salle really applying the pressure even on Rich Alvarez. You don't want Rich Alvarez out of his sweet spot. You just want him to be down low at the post.
Here's Richie Alvarez. He hasn't passed the ball yet. The pass inside. Membrere, nice fake. And banks it in. Let's go over to Patty Laurel for a Jet Text update.
Thanks, guys. Here at the Ateneo bench, Coach Lipa changed the positions and went back to the starting 5 positions. And he told the guys to be more patient and to play a man-to-man defense. It's also important that we pick up on our pace and set fast breaks more. Back to you, Jude and Danny.
Thank you very much, Patty. So going back to what he started with, Coach Joe Lipa.
You know, because Ateneo has the tendency to relax. Remember, they led by as much as 9 points, actually 10 at 26-16. And suddenly, Ateneo, La Salle rather, having 9 points as against Ateneo's 5 points to make it a 31-25 game, dude.
Ritualo hounded by Cruz. Gets it inside. This is Sharma losing control. Villanueva tipping it away. 16 on the shot clock. Ritualo will inbound for the Green Archers. Out to Cortez. Cortez stops and pops 17 feet out, and you can book it. The lead, 4 points once again for the Blue Eagles. Tanchi gets it across, double team, looking for the open man. There's the trap from the corner, gets it across, and that ball almost sails out of bounds. Cruz left open from the corner, nothing there. Membrere for 3. That's long. And the tip ahead to Cardona. He's got Membrere ahead of him. The bounce pass to Cortez. The hesitation layup is good.
And this is what we're talking about. The speed and quickness, a vital factor for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Here's Villanueva inside. Double team, tipped away, but there's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Carlos Sharma.
The lead just down to 2. And, you know, this is the kind of game that La Salle wants. Watch this fast break, assist, pass.
Mike Cortez completes the Smart Set play. The power to live the life you choose. Smart Set your cell phone now.
You know, Jude, every time La Salle quickens the pace, what happens is that Ateneo falls into the trap of looking at a one-pass offense. They just want to keep in step with the pace of La Salle. They have to remember they led by as much as 10. They just have to run their set plays, but what's happening right now, they're falling into the trap of the quickness or the kind of pace that Salle wants to play in this quarter.
Tanchi's shot does not go. Remember, they led by 10 off those 4 3-point shots from Tenorio and Rainier Season, who are not in the ball game right now.
Not only that, as what you've mentioned, if Ateneo shoots from the outside, it's a good sign for them. But every time they fail to shoot from the outside, Salle comes back really strong.
Willie Wilson misses the short layup. The ball is tipped to Andrew Cruz. Cruz ahead of the back to Tanchi, who slows it down. Tanchi out to Alvarez. He most likely won't shoot from out there. Cardona leaves him alone. Alvarez makes his move, gets a screen, goes all the way, banks it in, draws the foul. 3-point play opportunity.
Strong move by Rich Alvarez. Getting a foul from Wilson.
We got a nice screen right here. Cardona was picked off by Membrere. Here's our high endurance short shot brought to you by High Endurance Old Spice. Richie Alvarez will have a free throw when we come back. Don't go away.
Alvarez going to the free throw line for a possible 3-point play. You know, Ateneo may want to maintain one offensive threat, especially in their perimeter shooting. Because right now it looks like Alvarez will try to pound the mill together with Enrico Villanueva, but Villanueva has not really scored heavily for them. Membrere has already missed from the outside. Cruz will not take the basket that he would like to shoot together with Paul Tanchi.
5-point lead and Alvarez completes the 3-point play. Here's Cortez against Tanchi. Cortez still looking, picks up his dribble out to Sharma. Against Villanueva. Sharma backs his way against Enrico. Sharma, the short jumper, missed the shot. Alvarez with the rebound, tipped away by Cardona.
A minute and 38 left here in the second period. Ateneo, after leading by 10, the lead has been cut down to just 5 points, 34-29.
Alvarez gets it across. So far, Ateneo not having that many problems against this pressure defense of the Green Archers.
Well, LaSalle can easily switch on their full court trapping defense should they have not shown it yet. And LaSalle knows that they normally start their press during the third quarter.
Andrew Cruz just shot an air ball from the perimeter. Ritualo, he won't shoot an air ball, but this one is in and out. As Andrew Cruz touched it last. You know, in those cases, I think if you have the opportunity to grab the ball, don't take a chance at the referee's call. Just grab it. And that time, his gamble did not pay off. Cortez out to Cardona against Membrere. Cardona, dribble drive inside, and nice positioning by Andrew Cruz to draw the offensive foul.
That's going to be number 1 against Mark Cardona. I think Ateneo knows that every time Mark Cardona gets the ball outside in the 15-foot area, they know that he will drive towards the baskets. That's why they're making their defensive adjustments, especially on the help defense.
This is Richie Alvarez against Willie Wilson. To a cutting Membrere. Membrere, double pump, banks it in. Magno Membrere with 6 points in the ball game. Cortez brings it up once again. The lead is 7, less than a minute left here in the first half. Mike Cortez gets a screen from Wilson, a screen from Sharma, still has the ball. Tanchi still has it. Cortez stops and pops, short on the shot. Ball tipped. Cortez with the offensive board. 7-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Against Tanchi, Cortez passes it to Cardona, to Ritualo. Ritualo, long 2-pointer. That's long. And Villanueva with the rebound ahead to Tanchi, who passes it to Cruz. 15 seconds left. Cross court to Membrere. Fakes the 3. Dribble try, spin move, tipped away by Cardona. They've got 10 seconds to get a shot off here before the buzzer sounds for our halftime break. Alvarez with the ball against Wilson. Looking for the open man. Finds Membrere all the way inside. Blocked away. Cardona ahead to Ritualo. 1 second left. The heave. And it doesn't go. Almost goes for Renren Ritualo. So ladies and gentlemen, after 2 quarters, 20 minutes of play, the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles have a 7-point advantage over the De La Salle Green Archers, 36-29. We'll be back with some halftime features after these.
Do
Ball tipped away to Cortez and we'll have a re-jump. Masyado yatang mataas yung pagkahagis. Both coaches still very intense, knowing that it's a long way to go before this game is over. The ball is tipped. Alvarez gets it. Ahead to Tenorio against Ramos. Out to Villanueva. And Villanueva misses the shot. So Cortez brings it up out to Cardona. LaSalle looking to cut into this lead. Cortez on the right side.
Well, there's a mismatch.
Retualo was forced to double pump that shot as he commits a blocking foul against Tenorio. So Renren Retualo a little bit off his game, although 6 points is not bad, but for a Renren Retualo, that's definitely below par.
There's this bump by Renren Retualo. You know, I was just about to say there's a mismatch between Manny Ramos because Paul Tanchi is picking up on Manny Ramos in the LaSalle offense. So you just want to look at those kinds of situations and you'll have to make do with it, take advantage of it, capitalize on it.
This is Tenorio, draws the foul from Cardona. A little bit of a verbal conversation there between Tenorio and Cardona. So both of the rookies, actually these two are probably the leading rookie of the year candidates here in the UAAP this season. Tenorio against Cardona. Still in the top of the key, the shot clock has been reset. Tanchi inside to Villanueva, double teamed, half hook, in and out, gets his own rebound, follows it up, still misses the shot. He's looking for the foul, no call. Cortez, dribble drive inside, gets it inside the lane for 2 points.
Again, this is the kind of LaSalle offense that you would like to have. Now, if Ateneo will match up against LaSalle in terms of their the transition game, we'll have to find out if Ateneo will be able to respond to that kind of pressure right now because LaSalle with Mike Cortez at the helm knows how to do it.
Alvarez inside, sneaks in the back door, gets a pass from Villanueva.
You know, I was just about to say, the damage done by Ateneo on LaSalle was more of the perimeter shooting here in the third quarter. Ateneo beginning to get the points inside courtesy of Rich Alvarez.
This is Mike Cortez, hounded by Tenorio. Cross court, tipped away by Alvarez. Membrera recovers to complete the steal. Ahead to Tanchi, open for three, shoots the three, and rebound Cortez. The Green Archers trying to cut into this lead. Cortez stops in the 15-foot line, stolen by Membrera. 3-on-2 pass break, Membrera with the ball. Out to Tanchi, back to Membrera, long three-point shot, and that one also misses. Retualo on the long rebound. So both squads firing some blanks here. Still a 7-point lead for Ateneo. Tenorio still against Cortez. Cortez looking for the open man, finds Ramos. 5 seconds and a shot clock, tipped away by Tenorio. Ahead of the back, LA Tenorio for the easy layup. The lead is 9.
And this forces Coach Franz Pumarin to call a timeout. The lead has been extended to 9 points. LaSalle not starting off the third quarter on a very good note.
7:29 left, third quarter. You're watching the UAAP on Studio 23. Back live to the Araneta Coliseum. The Blue Eagles of Ateneo, a 9-point advantage over the Green Archers of LaSalle. And you're looking at Ramon Osmeña from LaSalle on the left. And that's Diane Lim from Ateneo, 20 years old on the right. They own our close-up killer confident smiles of this game. And Danny Francisco
I knew it
is laughing and smiling, also sporting his own killer confident close-up smile.
You know, in that timeout called by Coach Franz Pumarin, you know, I'm sure he's trying to get his players back on track. They've got to be very aggressive because right now, Ateneo having the edge in terms of aggressiveness.
Tenorio's pass tipped away, Membrera recovers. Cruz with the ball. You know, that last offensive set by LaSalle, it was Santa Maria shooting a 19-foot shot. I'm not sure that's what they planned off that timeout. Cruz inside, Membrera, the pass to a cutting Alvarez, misses the shot, battle for the loose ball, still loose, and Santa Maria recovers.
You know, for LaSalle, I would say, Retualo, really very silent. They've got to set him up, but at the same time, they have to make sure that Manny Ramos and even Adonis Santa Maria know that they can post up their players. Another violation on the part of the De La Salle Green Archers.
Well, that's something that that's an unforced error, as they say, as Mike Cortez just did not notice that it was already 8 seconds before he got it across half court without any pressure from Ateneo. Tenorio, hounded by Cardona, out to Membrere against Cortez. Membrere swings it back to Tenorio. Tenorio against Retualo now. Tenorio out to Membrere. 10 on the shot clock. Membrere drives against 3 Lasolites. Nothing there. Rebound Ramos ahead to Retualo. Cardona ahead of the pack. Cardona gets the easy layup for LaSalle.
And this is what we're talking about. As long as LaSalle can run the transition, it's going to be a very big problem for the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. Here's a press again. We've got another steal.
Andrew Cruz losing it. Cardona against Tenorio for the easy layup. So LaSalle 4 straight points. The lead is 3. Tenorio brings it up. This might be the momentum change LaSalle has been looking for. Membrere back to Tenorio. Inside to Villanueva. Backs up Manny Ramos. Double team by Santa Maria. Inside to Alvarez. Forces his way up. Nothing there. Villanueva, the offensive forward, draws the foul from Mike Cortez.
You know, that was a good break for Ateneo that they were able to get the offensive rebound. Again, LaSalle applying the pressure. And this is one good substitution for Ateneo. Rainier season who hit 2 big 3-point baskets, getting back into the ball game, replacing Magnum Membrere. Dude, again, the question is, will Ateneo be able to survive this third quarter? Unless they will be able to do so as long as they can shoot from the outside.
Enrico Villanueva, 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. He's got 6 points in this game. Correction on the score. It is a 6-point lead for Ateneo now. Cortez against Tenorio. Cortez cross court to Santa Maria, fakes the long jumper, drives inside and gets the basket, draws the foul.
And this is what I was talking about. If Santa Maria can take it hard towards the basket, force the big men of Ateneo into some fouls, it's going to work in their favor, Jude. You know, they're just allowing the big men of Ateneo to just have their way this time around. It's Adonis Santa Maria with that move.
That was a high endurance short shot brought to you by High Endurance Old Spice. Adonis Santa Maria with 1 free throw to complete the 3-point play. Missing the shot. Offensive rebound. Manny Ramos missed the shot. Gets his own rebound. The fadeaway. So Ateneo failing to box out. Let's go over to George Rocha for a Gentex update.
Thank you so much, Jude. But Danny, you were right when you said that Coach Franz must have called the timeout to get the team back on track. He told them that they're going to have to settle down because they're starting to panic since things aren't really going with the Green Archers' way. Aside from that, Coach Franz also called the timeout to cool the heads of the Green Archers because trash talking and other things not related to playing good basketball is definitely not needed in this ball game. Jude and Danny, back to you.
Mark Cardona squeezes his way inside that Ateneo interior defense for 2 more points. The lead is down to 2. Tanchi gets it across to Andrew Cruz. The pass to Villanueva. Left-handed layup is good.
Ateneo learning how to attack the press in that particular action. The double team on the ball carriers a bit late, allowing Rico Villanueva for that open layup.
Cortez has it against Tanchi. 4:45 left here in the third quarter. Retualo gets a screen. Kaboom! Renren Retualo gets open off a screen.
You know, that was a very good pick, and this is what we're talking about. Off the pick, Renren Retualo is a very dangerous shooter. And if LaSalle can continue to do that and leave Retualo open, the guys of LaSalle, they have settled down after the timeout called by Coach Franz Pumarin. It's very important for them to get their game focused at this point.
There's a whistle there after Villanueva missed the shot. Second personal foul will be called on Manny Ramos.
You know, I just couldn't get over that bone-crunching pick set up for Renren Retualo.
You know, that's something Renren is really used to. I mean, even with the days of Chong Yuchiko coaching LaSalle, I mean, this guy just went through screens, and whoever was defending him, I mean, really got beat up. You know, from those screens.
Let us not fail to mention this is the last year of Renren, I believe, and got in a lot of championships for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Well, this guy's a winner. You know,
Yes.
Ren won in San Beda. He won in the PBL. He's won here in the UAAP. So wherever he goes, you know, that's something you look for. Season, long three-pointer. That's off right. Long rebound to Wilson.
Now Ateneo beginning to miss. Now you could feel the momentum of LaSalle.
Betualo tipped away. Here's Wilson. LaSalle looking for the lead now. Here's Cortez for the lead. Kaboom! Mike Cortez has given the Green Archers a 2-point advantage.
Well, this time around, it's a three-point shooting of LaSalle that is hurting the Ateneo Blue Eagles. We mentioned it. If Ateneo fails to score from the outside, they get themselves thrown into a panic right now, and LaSalle just quick to capitalize on it.
Right here, Season answers back, ties it back at 45. This is our second deadlock of the ball game. Last one was at 9.
But somehow you get a feeling that this is the kind of game LaSalle really wants to have. The third quarter is a very big quarter for the De La Salle Green Archers. Ateneo will have to sustain their focus and composure in the third quarter. They just want to erase the stigma of what happened to them the last time around.
Mike Cortez misses that long jumper. You know, Cortez was the one who got hot during that third quarter in the second game. He has played very well in every LaSalle game so far here at the Araneta Coliseum. Out to Ramos, 16 feet out. Out to Retualo. Retualo from three-point land. The pass intercepted. Alvarez with the ball. Still has it. Alvarez goes up against Cortez. Gets around Mike Cortez for the easy layup.
Good side-stepping move by Rich Alvarez, avoiding a possible charging violation called against him.
47-45. Ateneo has regained the lead. Ramos top of the key. Looking for the open man. Still nobody open for LaSalle. Ramos out to Wilson. Dribble drive. Left-handed. Goes all the way. Left-handed layup is good. We've got another tie game.
Again, LaSalle just attacking the defense of Ateneo at the moment.
So this is like two heavyweights now going back and forth as Ateneo. It's their turn. Tanchi drives against Cortez. Nothing there. Out to Alvarez. Inside to Villanueva against Ramos. Villanueva. Spin move from the baseline. Short on the shot. Rebound Retualo. LaSalle's turn to try to get the lead. Rembrandt Retualo bounces it inside to Willie Wilson, and that's an offensive foul using his offhand.
That's going to be number 3 against Willie Wilson, and Coach Franz Gumarin quick to tap Carlos Arma.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. 47-47. We're all tied up here at the Araneta. We've got a timeout.
All new germ-killing close-up lips.
Achievers and Spirited Teens is open to males and females 16 to 23 years old. The cast will be the next image models and spokespersons for Props and Chalk magazine. Get your application forms in the July, August, and September issues of Chalk. Season gets it across. Double teamed. Here's the trapping defense of LaSalle. Here's Tanchi, double teamed, and it's tipped away. But he recovers, and that's an offensive foul on Paul Tanchi. That's a good call.
That's a good call made by referees. Alam mo, sa Tagalog, hindi makadiskarte itong opensa ng Ateneo. The reason being is that they have forced Ateneo out of their spots. It's a open type of defense, allowing a possible steal.
Well, this is something Ateneo really has to focus on, because this is when they lose the game, is when the defense of LaSalle just tightens up and gets the turnovers and steals to get the easy 2 points for the Green Archers. Cortez out to Retualo against Cruz. Retualo covered by Cruz, and he will be called for the foul. Andrew Cruz, his third personal foul. Let's go over to George Rocha for another update.
Thank you so much, Jude. Well, I don't know if you noticed a while ago that Mark Cardona was called back to the bench by the coaching staff. That was because he has stomach cramps. And although I just looked at him a while ago, and he said he's just raring to go back into the ball game. But the physicians are just telling him to take a rest and drink some water. So Jude and Danny, back to you.
Thank you very much, George. And Mark Cardona, I think he's played the most minutes out of any player. I remember the first quarter, he's the only player that wasn't substituted for by Coach Franz Gumarin. That time, there was a foul
called against Sharma. You know, Sharma and Rich Alvarez getting into some trash talking, and apparently Sharma gave an elbow to Rich Alvarez, so the referees caught that move by Sharma.
Alvarez will have some free throws here off that foul. So trash talking, a warning. I've never heard that before called here in the UAAP. A warning for trash talking.
You know, you just have to keep your head in every game, whether it's an Ateneo LaSalle. You know, you're going up against opponents who are just trying to outdo each other, and Rich Alvarez just got the better end of it. Carlos Sharma will have to stay focused in this game. He has to understand LaSalle has got him back in this game.
Alvarez with his first free throw, right through. Second also through. Brought to you by Gentex, by Globe Handyphone, the official privilege card of the UAAP games. So Ateneo regains a 2-point advantage. Here's Wilson. Cross court to Santa Maria. Back to Cortez. Against Tanchi. Cortez dribble drive. Gets past Tanchi. The back shot is no good. Tanchi loses control of the rebound. Ritualo loses control of that shot. But Sharma right there for the follow.
You know, there were punches thrown after that shot by Sharma between Alvarez and Sharma. And if they do not keep their cool, I'm sure the referees will see whatever moves that they will be making from now on.
Here's Alvarez, 19 feet out. That's short. Rebound Ritualo. LaSalle now has a chance to take the lead. Here's Wilson with the ball. Back to Ritualo. Ritualo, dribble drive. Hesitation, spin move. Out to Cortez. Offensive foul. And I'm actually not sure about that call, as Andrew Cruz fell to the floor. Here's that play by Renren.
You know, I believe Andrew Cruz was also moving with this one.
Here's a spin move by Ritualo.
There could have been an earlier foul even before the offensive foul by Renren Ritualo, because Andrew Cruz extended his left arm.
It looked like a good acting job by Andrew Cruz. In any case, the referee saw the acting job and called the offensive foul.
Well, LaSalle giving Renren Ritualo some chance to catch his breath. Only 31.1 seconds left in the ball game, or rather in the third quarter.
6-second differential. Tenorio almost losing control. This is Alvarez with the ball. Wants to make his move against Sharma. Alvarez, the pass tipped away. Tenorio has it. 9 in the shot clock. Tenorio, long three-pointer. Yes! LA Tenorio, a tough three-point shot. Falling down, extends the lead to 3. Here's Cortez. Dribble drive inside, loses control. Here's Sharma against Alvarez. And time runs out as he was not aware of the time. 3 quarters have gone. Ateneo sustains a 3-point lead against LaSalle. 52-49 our score. We have the last quarter after these messages.
Let's clear
Of the game. And today's No Fear man of the game is Magnum Membrete from the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles, as he makes his double pump, double clutch bank shot move to get 2 points for the Blue Eagles. Our No Fear man of the game is Magnum Membrete. This is brought to you by No Fear Jeans USA. Face your fears, live your dreams. Andrew Cruz gets first possession. Tenorio out to Membrete. Looking inside. Finds Villanueva, tipped away by Sharma. Let's go over to Patty Laurel for a Gentex update.
Thanks, guys. The problem that the Ateneo Eagles had during the third period was that LaSalle was out-rebounding them. So coach told them that they have to get those offensive rebounds. And it's also important that they do not depend on those jump shots and to execute their play properly. Back to you, Jude and Danny.
Thanks, Patty.
You know, the reason being is that LaSalle has out-rebounded the Blue Eagles 44-23. That's a 21-point or 21 rebound advantage in favor of LaSalle. Actually, both coaches, I would like to say, not making full use of their bench complement, Jude. They just want to go to their starting unit and probably to the 6th, 7th, and 8th man only.
Magnum Membrete hits the 2-pointer. It's now a 5-point lead for Ateneo. Here's Wilson, walking it up for LaSalle. Cardona against Bonacher. He didn't have a lot of playing time. Wilson, a nice cut off the back door, gets an open look and banks it in. Ahead to Villanueva. That's an ill-advised pass by Larry Punacher.
Larry Ponacer just called off the bench. You just want to maintain the consistency of your teammates.
Here's that
Issuing of
smart set assist as Willie Wilson sneaks in back door. There might have been a foul from Villanueva there as well.
Possible three-point play opportunity.
This is Cortez with the ball. 3-point lead for the Blue Eagles. Out to Wilson. Wilson gets a screen from Santa Maria. Tipped away by Tenorio. Tenorio gets it against Wilson. Tenorio still has it. All the way to the basket. And it bounces out. And the tip is there. Let's see what the call is. Offensive foul, I believe, on Villanueva.
You know, it looks like Villanueva wanted to tip the ball in. However, there was a white shirt in front of him, a green archer. And he had to push off that green archer to be able to get this tip in.
Well, you're not going to see the push-off. It's above the rim. Villanueva over the back for that foul. So back in the ball game is Mr. Superman for La Salle, Renren Ritualo.
And how many does Renren have for this
Well, he's
evening?
only got 3 3-point shots with 6 rebounds.
Total of 9 points, but Cardona is leading the way for La Salle with 15 points.
Look, Cardona really scores his points very quietly. Cortez for 3. Kaboom!
Big three-point basket for Mike Cortez. 14 points for the guy. Also, a quiet contributor on the part of the Green Archers.
Villanueva out to Membrere. This is Bugia, left-handed drive, pass back to Villanueva, short on the baseline jumper, rebound Wilson. Wilson will push it up for La Salle. With his head up, looking for the open man, dribble drive, out to Cardona, the half hook, and that bounces in. La Salle has a 2-point lead. Tenorio pushes it up against Ritualo. Tenorio all the way fouled by Ritualo. So he'll have 2 free throws as we go to George Rocha for a Gentex update.
Thank you so much, Jubal. In that last break, Coach Franz really showed faith in his team, especially now that they're in the last quarter. He told them that, well, a while ago they were down by a few points, so he told them that they can get that lead back because they have so much time. He also told them we worked so hard for this ball game. We cannot throw this away. He told them that they have to stay patient and focused and stick to the system. Jude and Danny back to you.
LA Tenorio, a couple of free throws, and Coach Franz Pumaren, really a mental game
Yes.
for him.
You know, stick to the system is what the De La Salle Green Archers did.
Well, that ball did not want to go in, but finally went through the net.
And Tenorio looking for a game-tying free throw.
This free throw brought to you by Gentex by Globe Handyphone, the official privilege card of the UAAP games. As La Salle keeps that 1-point lead off that miss by Tenorio. 56-55 our score, 7:48 left here in the ball game. Here's Cardona, inside to Sharma. Sharma the shot, and that's a blocking violation on Andrew Cruz.
Probably lack of communication on the part of the blue shirts. They just left Carlos Sharma open underneath. And who's going to pick up on Carlos Sharma? Watch this move. It's going to be Andrew Cruz, a blocking foul called against Cruz.
Carlos Sharma, the rookie from the Green Archers side, makes the first free throw. He's got one more coming. This is game 1 of the UAAP Season 64 Finals. We are in the 4th quarter with 7:42 left. Earlier, before this game, as Sharma hits both free throws, the USD Tiger Cubs was able to defeat the Ateneo Blue Eaglets in their Juniors Championship matchup for game number 1. Here's Alvarez. The pass to Tenorio, open for 3. He had a lot of time to eye it. This is an air ball. Out to Cortez. 2-on-3 pass by Cortez. Outruns Membrere. Outruns everybody but missed the layup. Sharma misses the follow shot as well. Ahead to Bugia. No numbers. Bugia ahead to Tenorio. Dribble drive inside. Drags his pivot foot. Traveling violation.
And here's the break. The De La Salle Green Archers are waiting for 58-55. They're on top by 3. And clearly the momentum on the side of the Green Archers.
We got a timeout. We'll be back.
Let's
Welcome back to the Araneta Coliseum. There you see the attempt at a wave by the LaSalle crowd. They are up by 3 points, 58-55.
You know, Jude, what hurt the De La Salle Green Archers in the first half was their poor field goal shooting, 30%. They increased it in the third quarter. They hit 60%. And it was a complete turnaround for the Blue Eagles. From shooting 39%, it even went down to about 30% during the third quarter. And it is really hurting Ateneo that they cannot hit from the outside, unlike what they did in the first half, because LaSalle beginning to feel good about their outside shot. They're beginning to rotate the ball very well.
Cardona, a long two-pointer, in and out, rebound Ateneo. Bugia pushes it up to Tenorio. They're down by 3, less than 70 minutes left here in the game. Nembrere back in the ball game against Ritualo, both from San Beda, like we mentioned. Bugia out to Tenorio. Inside once again, Bugia against Cortez. Here's a mismatch. Bugia, the short jumper, that's long. Villanueva, the offensive board, and put back.
Ateneo spotting the mismatch between Bugia and Mike Cortez.
Cortez walks it up against Tenorio. Picks up his dribble. Tenorio, pressure defense, ahead to Wilson. This is Cortez. Dribble drive, double team. Cortez falls. Nope, he keeps his balance. Gets it back. Wilson, the pass to Sharma. Bobbles it, gets the bank shot to go.
Just in the nick of time as they beat the 24-second shot clock.
Nembrere out to Tenorio. Calls the play. 3-point lead once again for the Green Archers. Inside to Villanueva against Sharma. No double team. Bugia has it 19 feet out. Stops and pops. Short on the shot. Battle for the loose ball. Last touch by Ateneo.
You know, again, Ateneo obviously they're shooting from the outside, have been silenced, have been shut down by LaSalle.
Here's our high endurance show shot brought to you by High Endurance Old Spice. Cortez with the ball. Out to Wilson. Trying to extend on the lead. Crossover move. 15 feet. Bucket. Mike Cortez gets the two-pointer to go.
Mike Cortez rising to the occasion. Almost a 5-second violation called against Membrere.
Here's Villanueva losing control. This is what we're talking about, the turnovers.
And of course, LaSalle is the defending champion. They know how to play in pressure-packed situations, and they're showing it to us now.
Here's Sharma, 15 feet out, in and out. Alvarez with a rebound. Ahead to Membrere. Ateneo down by 5. They've got the ball. Out to Bugia. Inside Villanueva. The spin shot bounces in, so the lead is down to 3.
Well, Ateneo must be able to think that all they need are just 2 points at the time. There's still a lot of time left. 4 minutes and 40 to go here in the ballgame. They're down by 3, but LaSalle, ever so cool, they're beginning to set up their plays. They're not in a hurry, unlike Ateneo lapsing into some turnovers.
Where there's a quiet kind of calmness with the Ateneo crowd, because they know that this is the point in time when LaSalle really puts it on. Here's Alvarez, pounded by Wilson, still looking inside to Bugia against Ritualo. Tipped away, LaSalle with the steal, and a foul will be called on Bugia.
You might think that there's a mismatch between Paulo Bugia and Renan Ritualo, but apparently Ritualo knows how to tap the ball from behind. You just have to take care of the ball. If the ball stays with you for a couple of seconds, you don't know what to do with it, you might as well want to pass. The offense of Ateneo becoming hesitant as of the moment.
LaSalle the lead in the ball. It's Cortez against Membrere. Gets a screen from Wilson. Cortez still has it. Dribble drive all the way to the basket. The pass to Sharma. 1 dribble and 2 points.
And again, Carlos Sharma doing so much damage inside, and Mike Cortez shooting from the outside. That is the story here in the fourth quarter so far.
Here's Alvarez now against Wilson, losing control, and he loses it out of bounds.
Well, Ateneo may want to call a timeout at this point. We are not seeing the kind of Ateneo that played the first half wherein they were passing the ball to each other. Right now, I'm sure the number of assists will tell the story of this game. because Ateneo does not have the numbers in terms of the assist department here in the fourth.
Here's Cardona, a wild shot. Doesn't get anywhere. Tenorio, no numbers, so he'll slow it down. Back to Membere. So Ateneo looking for some offense here, down by 5. This is Tenorio trying to set up the play. Out to Bugia in the corner. Back to Villanueva. Villanueva will back his way against Sharma. Villanueva makes his move, double team. Membere fakes the 3, shoots the 3, and that's a brick. As the ball recovered by Ateneo. This is Villanueva once again. The shot clock has been set. Tenorio once again against Cardona. Membere with the ball to a driving Villanueva who banks it in.
You know, Ateneo must keep the pressure on, so they want to get back into this game. LaSalle slowing down the pace of the game. They know that they are on top by 3.
Mike Cortez against LA Tenorio. The lead is 3. In the corner, it's Ritualo, and it's tipped away by Alvarez. Out of bounds. It will stay LaSalle ball with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming down to crunch time. 2-2-2. That's our time in the ball game. Another timeout. We'll be back. This is LaSalle, game 1 of the championship series here in the UAAP season 64. Ritualo ahead to Cortez, who's blocked away, and Ritualo says, "Guess what I found? What a gift for Renren Ritualo."
And a lucky break for Renren Ritualo. He may not have scored heavily here. Mike Cortez has picked up on the scoring for LaSalle together with Carlos Sharma, but Sharma on the bench right now. This is the strongest 5 for the De La Salle Green Archers.
Inside to Villanueva. 2 minutes left in the ball game as Membere gets it to Tenorio. Brought to you by Sudan Chocolate. Sudan, it's so damn good. As Tenorio misses the 3-point shot, Ramos with the rebound. So 5-point lead for the Green Archers. 1:45 left in the ball game.
You know, they just need one defensive stop because LaSalle again will slow down this half-court set and make sure they get a shot that they would like to have.
Manny Ramos hits the 2-pointer, draws the foul, and it's now a 7-point advantage for the Green Archers.
And a possible 3-point play for Manny Ramos.
Here's that pass to Ramos. Larry Ponasher left to defend the big man.
You know, Jude, the ghost of the second game in the regular season beginning to haunt the Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles once again. As we've got a timeout, watch this shot by Manny Ramos, giving LaSalle a 7-point lead, 68-61.
We'll try to listen into one of the huddles here. Coach Jolipa. Now the LaSalle side.
Okay, pag wala, let's run the play. Let's run the play, okay? Listen. We have just one foul na tayo, one foul. Pwede, penalty sila from one foul, okay? Pero not in the act of shooting. Okay? Use our hand, hey! Let's use our hand, okay? Let's use our hand. Okay? Come on.
So again, Coach Frank Kumaren telling his boys to use their head. Really a mental game here for the Green Archers.
You know, one thing going for LaSalle is the fact that they only have one team foul. So if you just heard the last end of the huddle of Coach Franz Pumarin, he was telling his boys, we can give up the foul, you know, provided we do not foul in the act of shooting.
Manny Ramos to Pilam to complete the 3-point play. And he does. 8-point lead now for the Green Archers. Here's Larry Ponasher. Brings it up against Ritualo. Gets it across, tipped away, and a foul will be called. But these are the kinds of fouls that LaSalle doesn't mind.
1:23 left.
Let's go over to Patty Laurel to see what Coach Jolipa had to say during that last timeout.
Thanks, guys. With less than a minute left in the game, Coach Lipa still wants the boys to still try harder. And remember that this is the championships. It's not all about the talent, but it's about the inner desire that will drive us to win. So there you have it from the Ateneo bench. Back to you, Jude and Danny.
Coach Jolipa also appealing to the hearts of his players as Richie Alvarez hits that two-pointer. This is to cut the lead to 5. 1:19 left as Alvarez bounces it in. Full court pressure by Ateneo.
And what's important right now for Salle is that Mike Cortez must be able to bring the ball down and not get into an 8-second violation, which he just did. He's got to set up his play very well, because should LaSalle score in this offensive, it might be the end of Ateneo in game 1.
Here's Cardona missing on the shot. Rebound Villanueva ahead to Tenorio. Tenorio with the ball all the way inside. Draws the foul and he hits the shot. LA Tenorio cuts the lead to 3.
Possible three-point play for LA Tenorio, cutting this lead down to just 3.
The San Beda connection having its effect here as LA Tenorio hears that bump and he hit the shot. This is to cut the lead to 2. Tenorio hits the free throw. So less than a minute left. Cortez will walk it up for LaSalle. 2-point lead for the Green Archers.
There's still a lot of time. Mike Cortez will look for Renan Itualo or even Mark Cardona to score the basket.
Here's Itualo, fakes the 3, a long two-pointer, book it. Ren Itualo, Mr. Superman for LaSalle, comes through in the clutch once again.
What a clutch shot by Renan Itualo. He may be silent for most parts of the fourth quarter when they needed it most. Big 3, a big shot for him.
The pass to Ponasher, left side, Ponasher fakes, inside to Alvarez, 17 feet out, Alvarez still deciding what to do. Tenorio for 3, short on the shot, long rebound, Villanueva has it. Back to Membrete for 3, that's long. Another one from Tenorio, still can't make it, Alvarez battling for the rebound, and let's see who's got it. Cortez will be called for the foul. So a lot of chances for the Blue Eagles, nothing going. With 5 seconds left in the game.
Well, the chances were ever so present for the Blue Eagles to connect. They tried 3 times from the 3-point range, nothing sinking. It's a 4-point lead by De La Salle, only 5.4 seconds left. They're going to try to freeze Rich Alvarez by calling this timeout. La Salle calling this timeout. They are on top by 4.
So a 4-point advantage for the Green Archers. We're going to try to listen into one of the huddles once again.
Okay? Mark, you stay beside Manny. Okay? Billy, you're on the single coverage. Shooter tayo. Okay? Listen. If they convert, Manny, you take the ball out. Okay? Billy, Mike. Okay? Renway. Screen. Renway to the guy dito. Okay? Back, bilaw tayo baba. Okay? Back to the ball na lang. 5 seconds. Hey, saan on the ball? You got the foul. Guys, and last time, let this game slip away from us. All we need is just 1 rebound. Hey, susunod na una dyan. Hey, bilis. Susunod na una. So long bounce tayo, okay? Come on guys, 1, 2, 3 bounce. Go! Push yourself! Come on. After the basket, you can move under the basket. After the basket, you can move underneath, huh? You can move. You ask the referee, huh? 1, 2, 3, go! Take care of the ball.
Coach Franz Pumarin, Jude anticipating that Ateneo with Rich Alvarez will miss his second free throw. Rebounding position would be very crucial, but Rich Alvarez must be able to connect his first free throw.
Why is he shooting free throws?
Well, I believe he was fouled on the way to the basket.
Well, from what I remember, it was a battle for the loose ball rebound as Rich Alvarez makes the first free throw. Well, that might be wrong, but what I remember was Cortez and Alvarez were battling for the loose ball, and that was only the 4th team foul Well, that was the 15th foul of Salle. Okay, that was during the penalty.
Well, Ateneo will have to foul here. Foul they do against Manya Ramos. Manya Ramos is a good free throw shooter.
There's a good look at Box Adornado, hired to help out, especially in the free throw shooting for the Green Archers, or the Blue Eagles rather. So Manny Ramos, he just needs one free throw to ice this game for the Green Archers and give them game number 1 of this championship series, which he does. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Green Archers of LaSalle have an opportunity to make it 4 in a row next Thursday with a win against Ateneo. Second one for Manny Ramos, but this is all academic, as he gets his own rebound and put back. Manny Ramos just puts the final nail in the coffin, and Cardona gets the steal. And that doesn't matter, as the De La Salle Green Archers have won game number 1 of this UAAP Season 64 Championship Series. And that man right there is our Milo Energy player of the game, Mark Cardona.
17 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists for Mark Cardona. And what a game LaSalle has played. Remember, they are the defending champions. They showed it today, despite the fact that Ateneo led for 3/4 of this ball game. LaSalle kept their poise, they kept their composure, and LaSalle winning it over Ateneo, who suddenly became gun-shy from the field towards the 4th quarter, Jude.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, the Green Archers have won game 1. They only need one more win to win their 4th in a row here in Season 64 of the UAAP. On behalf of everyone in Studio 23, the broadcast crew, my partner, Danny Francisco, this is Jude Torcuaro saying thank you for watching the UAAP games. Peace.